Hey, what's going on, y'all? Got another video. This video, I don't know, it's gonna be maybe not the most positive message or whatever, but I've actually been going through all my kits and just checking everything, which I did a couple videos showing that. Checking my get home bag like I normally do. I got my other pack here, this is the one I had set up kind of for backpacking, which I'm gonna, hopefully things are good, I want to get out on the trail and go hiking and stuff. I really enjoy being out and outdoors and take the dog out there, us hit the trail and go hiking and carry take this pack or even my get home bag and just trying out gear and trying out stuff, the weight and all that. But stuff I've done before. I just enjoy doing it, so I'm hoping I get to do it again this year, but I don't think it's gonna happen because I think things are about to get real bad here very soon, like this month, October. I've been going through all my kits because I'm getting things in order and getting things ready in case we had to leave here. I always said I don't really have a bug out bag, one bag to take care of my whole family, or multiple bug out bags to take care of us, which I do have packs and kits and stuff put together. And if we did have to leave the home, all my kids would have their own individual bags with all the essential stuff they need, as far as hygiene goes, clothes, all that stuff, their personal stuff that they would need, toothbrush, toothpaste, soaps. But as far as like bug out or gear, survival gear and stuff like that, that's the stuff I'm going to be having, and have everything we need to sustain ourselves for a certain period of time. And then my wife will have her bag, and I have a kit put for her. So, but as far as bugging out, I don't believe in going out on foot, leaving home and then like if you had to, if that's the last option, then you have to. But as far as bugging out, I believe in a bug out system and a bug out setup that I have. So I would load up the vehicle, one of our vehicles, or maybe even take two vehicles depending on the situation, with the trailer. I got a truck and trailer. I could load a lot of supplies on there if it's possible. If not, and we can only take one vehicle and we need to stay compact and be able to move and be able to maneuver through traffic and stuff like that, then we would have to go with the one vehicle. But anyways, I'm getting my stuff in order in case we had to leave. And I have these bins, these big bins that I have in like one shelter. One would be supplies, like more survival gear, supplies that I have in the garage. I'd be putting in there. I got water containers, stuff like water storage containers. So there's a lot into the bug out system, plus all my kits that I've shown doing videos, all the gear that I have in my house, plus in the garage. That stuff I have to be loaded up, get in a vehicle, put in the back of the truck, underneath, get the topper, and then and that's gonna be all our gear. Now, if we had to leave our vehicle, obviously we're gonna have to get our bags, and then I would have to go through and figure out what we need to take and what we need to leave behind. So, anyways, but I truly believe October. I think it's gonna be some dark days. This is just my opinion. So, but I feel like September. September's God's month, especially with the Jewish holidays. But September for me, like this year right now, I felt like September was like the calm before the storm. Whatever luxuries and life that we have now, and the blessings that we've been given that are slowly being taken away, I think September was to enjoy the little things, enjoy everything that we have, because here soon it's all going to be gone. So, and I think October's that. I think October for me, now we do celebrate Halloween with the kids, dressing up, going out, getting candy and stuff. We are careful when it does come to Halloween. We only stay in our neighborhood, and we only go to houses of people we know, just because there's a lot of sick people out in this world that do sick things to kids, and I don't trust a lot of people. So um, which is understandable with a lot of people. It's an evil, sick world we live in. So as far as Halloween goes, we are Christians. We are followers of Christ. We believe in Jesus Christ. Um, as far as Halloween goes, I grew up doing Halloween all the time, but I got my Halloween's. Kids love it, but I do believe there's a very dark meaning to Halloween, and it's the time that the gates of hell, or you say, or the doorways to these dark spiritual worlds open up, especially on Halloween night. So, everybody's got their beliefs on Halloween. If some love it, some hate it. Christians don't celebrate it. They believe it's the time of the devil, the evil and the demons. And I do too. I truly believe if you go back and look at the history on Halloween and how it was started, which I was watching a video not too long ago about it, which I've seen, I don't know how many videos talking about Halloween, the true origins of Halloween. It's interesting when you go back and watch it and how all of it began. So I truly do believe it is a time of dark, evil times. And I think September being God's month to enjoy and be blessed for everything we've been given, to now Halloween, to our October's coming, and it's October's going to be it's going to be some dark days, and we're going to see how truly blessed we were, and how it all is being taken away, and how bad it's going to get. And I really think October is it's going to be probably the nail in the coffin. It's kind of what I'm feeling, not just from all aspects, not just America, but all around the world. I think we're all about to have a big awakening. There's about to be something big that's going to happen. You call it whatever you want, but as far as things getting better, that's not going to be the case. It's only going to get worse. And, it's just, for me, it's just all we can do is pray, stay strong in faith, stay close to Jesus, close to Christ, and read God's word, and try to stay positive. But, we've had our ups and downs. I've had mine, my wife's had hers, and, we try to prepare for the worst, but pray for the best. But at times that's easier said than done. Because at the end of the day, the facts don't lie, the truth don't lie, and the signs are there. So, and we've been told this was going to happen. So it's for us to be ready, to stay vigilant, be prepared, be ready for what's coming. So anyways, but that's kind of where I'm feeling right now with October. I really think it's gonna be bad here, and I'm getting ready. So when we do have to bug in, I already have my plan. I was watching Survival Dispatch, and Jason over there at Survival Dispatch just did a video talking about what would you do if there was a blackout, or SHTF or whatever, but blackout is what he was talking about. What are the first steps you're going to do? And he gave 4 options. One was get your family together, get in touch. He gave a scenario on what's going on that day. It was a Sunday. He's off. He's not working. He's relaxing. His daughter's out with some friends or whatever. Anyways, there's a blackout. Your car still runs, but the lights are down. There's a blackout all over, and there's no power. So that was the scenario he was saying. And A was, find your family first, or go talk to your neighbors first. That would be B. And then C was, what was C? I was trying to remember I was going to A, find your family. B, talk to your neighbors. C, oh man, I forgot what C was. Anyways, and then D was have a barbecue and just get ready and have a barbecue and start cooking all the food you got, because all your food in the fridge is going to start going bad. So you got to start cooking everything. So, anyways, but basically, if something like that happened, the 4 things I would be doing: A, get my family together. My kids, my wife, get in touch with my mother. And that's even friends too, getting in touch with friends too if you can. if it's possible, depending on the cell phone, what type of blackout we're talking about. If it's an EMP, or if it's the grid's gone down, whatever, which that's a good possible one. The grid going down is the one. But the EMP's also been talked about a lot too. So anyways, depending on what the situation is, getting in touch with family and friends though is definitely number one. And then two would be talking to the neighbors, finding out what's going on, what situation they got going on and what's happening, and try to figure out the situation. Three for me would be getting all my preps in order, set up in one area, ready to go. So all I got to go do is back the truck up, load everything up in the truck, and boom, and we're gone. If we had a bug out and we had to leave home. So that would be the third step as far as getting prepared, is getting everything ready. After getting the family together, talking to neighbors, talking to friends, and then getting the supplies ready to move in case we have to. And then fourth is security. Securing the house, having a firearm in every part of the house. That's wherever you're at in the house, you can get to a firearm in case things get ugly, things get bad, and the riots and looting starts happening, and everybody's staying in their homes, trying to be safe, lock up, and be ready. Definitely want to make sure I have my security in order and everything's ready to go. Now, security also can be if I don't feel like we're safe here at the house or in the area that we're in, then we're gonna have to leave and get to a bug out location that we have planned on with other family members, and that's that would be planned. That'd be the next step. So anyways, but security would be the fourth thing I would do. So anyways, but I thought it's just good to think about these situations or have these scenarios, think about it, and then think about what will you do. That way it helps you with your prepping and your preparedness to when, if it does happen, you've already thought about this in your head, and you've already gone through it, and you've already prepared for it. And even if you want to practice doing it, that's even better, because that'll help cut on time, because you've already done it so many times before. You know how long it takes to get everything ready. That's kind of what I'm doing now. Like, I'm getting things in order to where I want to time it and see how long it takes. Once I get everything in order and where I want it, and then have it ready to go, and then see how long it takes to get out. So anyways, but the bag here I'm just going through, and I've gone through this bag before and I've shown it and this and that, but for me, I'm going through it right now to check and see what I need to add in or just check everything. I really don't need to add anything in, because I had this set up for like 72 hours is what this bag was set up for as far as hiking and backpacking. But I just want to run through it real quick, double check everything, just like I do my get home bag, and just make sure, figure out what I need to do and go from there. So the bag probably weighs, I don't know, probably 20 pounds or something, maybe 25 as far as the weight goes. I say 20, but it's not too heavy. I don't have my one-person tent on here. Like I said, I got a container, it has all my shelter, it has all my tents. I got multiple tents, I got plenty of hammocks, tarps, all that stuff. So, I have a shelter kit with all that. And then even in the bags too, I have a shelter type setup in here, which this one's still set up for the summertime. I have a hammock and a tarp and then cordage that I would use for a shelter setup. But anyways, which it's not quite cold yet. We're going into fall, going in that transition, but the cold weather isn't here yet. So I just kept the hammock in here for right now, because if I left today to go out to the woods and then camp out for the night, I would be using a hammock and a tarp for that. So anyways, but I got my water bottle here, which this is all good. I have it secure here on the strap here so it don't fall out. But I got a canteen there. This is my fire kit. This is a 3B gear little pouches, and I really like this because it has the elastic or the Velcro on the back, plus the buttons. So I really like that feature. I don't have to worry about it coming off if the buttons come undone. Basically just a basic fire kit. I got waterproof matches in case it rains and everything's wet. I got my Black Bear fire starter. I got my Vaseline cotton balls in here, and then the other thing I got, which I've talked about these before, but go ahead and try them out, make them yourself, and then put them in your fire kits. But they work amazing. I learned this from one of the other YouTubers, Hidden, what was it, Hidden Homestead. I believe it's his channel. Anyways, the egg crates, the cardboard egg crates, and wrapped in duct tape, but it also has a dryer lint in the middle. And I put Vaseline on the dryer lint, and then put them inside the egg crates, and then taped them up with Gorilla Tape. So plenty of weight. The Gorilla Tape alone is a good fire starter to get a fire going. But those fire starters, I got 2 of them in here. But that's what I would use if everything was wet and I was trying to get, and it's just a lot harder situation to get a fire going. That's what I would use with those fire starters. But I got other fire starters in here to get a fire going just for normal circumstances when things are dry. So fire starter's good. This side is just a lot of different stuff. This goes from my water filter type setup. Different ways to purify. I have multiple different ways to purify water in here. But this is the pre-filter bag that you get from Pathfinder. I don't know if you can still get these because they do sell out pretty fast. But this is what I would use to scoop the water out of the water source, and then hang it up, and then let it drip into a container and pre-filter it, and then run it through my filters. That way my filters last longer and they don't get clogged up with all that junk and debris. And this is a good way to make those sustain longer, but also another level of filtering and a pre-filter for a good water, clean water source. So anyways, but I got a small fishing kit in here. I always like to make sure I got that. Zip ties, some tent stakes, got my spork in here, and I got my top for my canteen for my my Geo press for the Grail press, the canteen. I got the top for that for bowling. I got a carabiner in here. This is to hang my bag up if I want to hang it up on a tree or something. And then I got earplugs in here, and zip ties, duct tape, just all type of little essential items I definitely want to have. And but everything's pretty much good in there. I don't have to go through there and charge anything or check anything really. On the other side of the bag, on this side, I have just a standard cheap poncho here, but I do have a poncho here on the side to get to. But it's nothing fancy. It's just a standard poncho. Got that there, which that was basically there for now. My get home bag, I got my military poncho. That's my go-to poncho. But rain gear, that's another thing too. Make sure you got plenty of rain gear and stuff stored away in your preps. I got that. I have that in a separate container, having all types of rain gear in there and ponchos in there. Plus, in each bag for my family, they will have some type of poncho, like even the cheap ones. If you can put the dollar ones in there, just have some type of rain cover just in case. Over here, I got my Silky, my big boy. I don't have the backup blade in here. The backup blade now is in my bug out. It's in my preps. It'll be in my bug out roll, but that's in my preps and my containers. But I do have this here in this bag. Like I said, I had it set up to go backpacking. I got my Moore Garber. This would be on my person if I was hiking, or even wearing this. If I had this bag on, this is going to be on my person. And in a bad situation, SHTF, whatever, I wouldn't be using a folding knife anymore. This would be on my person all the time. So definitely want to have a full tang knife. Knife sharpener. This is Sharpal. So I got a sharpener here. So all that's in the front there. All that's good. I don't have anything in these little slots, which they're always good to put some Sharpies and stuff in. But on the far end, I did put my Life Straw, which this is the Life Straw Peak series. And the great thing about these is these actually screw onto water bottles now. So it's kind of like the mini Sawyer, but you can use this as a straw just to drink out of the river or whatever water source you got. But you can also now screw it onto a water bottle, and it's lightweight and a very great option. They get filters like 1,000 gallons of water. So it's just a quick, easy way to get water, but also you can put it on a water bottle now, and that makes a huge difference. So that's just got some snacks here. This was what I was gonna eat on the trail when I was hiking. These are out of my First Strike rations, my MREs, and just some quick, easy protein snack energy bar meals that come in there, and they last for a long time. But I have these for snacks. Tourniquet. Now I think I put some extra, I did put some extra tourniquets in here, because if I was bugging out, or if it's the only bag I had on me, or whatever the situation was, but for some reason this is all I had, I want to make sure I have multiple tourniquets, because I got kids, I got a family, and you want to at least have 2 or 3 tourniquets on your person if you have a family. So anyways, but this is brand new, never been opened. This is the Rhino ones, the Rhino Rescue tourniquets. Highly recommended, and definitely good tourniquets. I definitely pick up some of those. And then up top with it, I kept these up top too, so I can get to them fast in case I needed to. But I got the Israeli bandages, and this is put out by the Rhino Rescue. This is their bandages right there. And then I got my head net, mosquito head net. Definitely want to have that, especially if I was walking or trying to escape an evade type deal. I definitely want to put that on just to cover up my face, so my face isn't giving off a glare, and I have some type of camo to cover that up. My survival bivy. This is basically just for the winter time, but also for emergencies. You could use it for signaling if you had to, but for me, this is just another way to stay warm and to get my body heat. If I was in my hammock, I could lay this down in there, and then even stuff it full of leaves, but flip it inside out and then get that body heat to come back so my back isn't cold. But just good to have. It's always good to have some type of survival bivy for any situation. They come in handy. And then down here is the tarp. Yeah, I got my, that's the new tarp I bought from, here's all my cordage for my hammock. I got a certain way I got it set up, and I got different cordages on here, and just everything here I need for that hammock setup. All right, and then I'm trying to remember the company of the tarp. One Tigress. So I got my One Tigress tarp in here, which this is actually a bigger tarp than the one I had before, but just the right size for my hammock setup. And I got all my cordage, but yeah, my One Tigress tarp is what I have in here, and a very good quality tarp. I highly recommend. So if you don't have a good tarp for your hammock, or just having a tarp period, like even if I didn't want to put my hammock up and I just wanted to run the tarp, I could just run that for a shelter and then have that type of setup. But yeah, awesome tarp. And see if I can just put all this back in here real quick. I like to keep tourniquets and bandages up top there so you can get to it fast, and the snacks I definitely want up top here, that way I can get to those for a quick snack on the trail. But if you're walking in a bug out situation, definitely take a break in between and get your calories in, get your food in, and keep your energy levels high and good to go. Anyway, just putting all this back here. And this is actually the 3B Gear. 3B Gear Redline series. This is the 50-liter pack. So I've talked about it before, but just in case you guys didn't know. Other great thing about this bag too, if I took my one-person tent or took any tent, I would run it under here. It's got the straps under here, and it also has a rain cover for the bag in here, so you can take that out and put it over. But that's where I would put my tent, or I could put a dry bag with my clothes here, and then make sure I put some ties, take some of those night-eye ties and tie it and secure it to the bag, so in case it fell off. But anyways, it does have that option, so keep the bag dry. I do have a rain cover set up at the top here. I don't think I got too much to check in here. I have this in here. This is something I got from Nomadic a long time ago, but it's just a small instead of bringing my wallet, I just bring my ID, some money, my debit card, and I can just put that all right there in that little. But not something I have to have in there. But if I did have a bug out, I would take, the important identifications I would need. I could put them in here, put my wallet in the bag, whatever. Headlamp, definitely won't be able to get to. This is the Black Scout Survival, what was it called? The BSS HD1. Awesome headlamp. You can also take this off, and it has a magnetic part on it where you can clip it or attach it to a piece of metal. And but it has some magnetic on it. You can attach it, if you were working on a car or vehicle, whatever, changing a tire, you have that option. And awesome headlamp, rechargeable. And this is the Black Scout one, and it comes with a nice strap and everything. Put out by ThruNite. So if you're looking for a good headlamp, rechargeable one, this is the one I would recommend. You can go check those out. Hand sanitizer. I was gonna keep that in here. This is just some itch bite relief cream for the mosquitoes. Compass. This will be on my neck. This would probably be on my person. I keep this with me. And then got some pain relief cream. This is all natural. It's put out by the, was it Go-Go? Or Green Goo, or what is it called? Yeah, or Green Go, I guess you would say, or Green Goo, or whatever. Anyways, I was getting these in a Nomadic box, and they have sunblock, first aid, and I got several different ones of these. But this is the pain one, and a long walking distance, hiking, bugging out. I do a lot of walking every day in my life, so I know what it's like to be on your feet all day and do lots of walking, and pain in the feet, pain in your legs. So it's definitely something you want to have to relieve that pain, so you can keep moving and keep going. And I definitely recommend, even if it's not this, but some type of pain relief cream to have in your bags, because you will be hurting, in a long distance, especially if you're carrying a pack with a certain amount of weight. You definitely want to have some way to relieve some of that pain to get through and keep moving forward. So, and bug spray. That's a small little container, just what I needed for me for backpacking, but definitely want to have that down here in Florida. And then this is some chafe cream, a little small container of cream. Vaseline, the A&D cream. I use that all the time during the summer for chafing. So I got a little small container of chafe cream, and that is a must-have item. If anybody's had a bad case of chafe, it sucks, and it can put you down too, to where you don't want to walk no more because it burns so bad. So, been there. Here's the sunblock one that same company puts out. Yeah, this is the sunblock, so definitely want that in there. And then I got a neck gaiter, definitely good to have. Probably have that on my person. Oh, and here's the new little tweezers I bought from Pathfinder. And these are great for picking off ticks. So that's why I bought them, because they have that very pointed front on there. So I definitely wanted to get these for the ticks, but it's also good to get splinters out. Good for first aid, but I keep it up here, up at the top here. And actually, I could untie this and then, well, no, I don't want to put it on my compass because it affect the compass being metal. Anyways, could put it in the boo-boo kit is where I would like to put this, in the first aid kit. But I have a different first aid kit in here that I didn't want to open up unless I had to. So I'll put that stuff back here. Everything's good there. I know this is going to be a long video because I was talking about all the other stuff in the beginning, but this is my my waist pouch, my fanny pack, whatever you want to call it. But this is actually put out by what was it? I always forget the name of the company, but Roaring Fire. Yeah, I never can remember their name. But Roaring Fire, this is awesome. If you're looking for a great waist pouch, you can wear this different ways, multiple different ways. You can attach it to Molly, attach it to your bag or whatever. I got it set up because for me, this is where my pistol will go. That's why I have it. So if I'm backpacking, it sits about right here when I have it strapped on. Turn it this way. It would sit about right here, and then I would have my waist belt for my pack here, and then I got my flashlight, my belt here, and then my waist belt for my bag, and then the the hip pads will come over here above this, above my flue pouch, which would probably be better for me to take this flashlight off so I can have those pads more on my waist there. But anyways, that's how I've tried it before and had it set up. And then I put this about in the middle, and then I got my chest strap here, waist belt, straps, everything's secure. And then I got my pistol here in the front, so that way I can get to it, open it up, and then be able to reach in and then get my firearm out. And I got my extra mag there. And then this is also this is my IFAK trauma kit. So this is I got in the back here, it's all first aid, all trauma. I got a whole trauma kit set up in there, tourniquet. I got the SWAT T tourniquet in there. So I got another tourniquet there, but a personal one for me, for my IFAK. And SWAT T's are good, easy weight. And they can also be used as a pressure bandage too. This is actually one of those small little trauma kits that you get for outdoors. I've shown them before. I forget the company now, but anyways, that's what I got. All IFAK, firearm, secure, pistol, self-defense, and it does have the cup holder or the bottle holder here, so I could put a bottle of water in there if I wanted to, or just to keep it lighter weight, not put anything in there, or I could put some my extra mags I could put in here, and I have my pistol here, and then have the trauma kit in the back there. So anyways, but I got that in here because this will be going on my person, taking this bag out, which opens up room. Got my dry bag. This is where I'll be putting all my clothes, but it could also be used as a bear bag and hanging my food up. But this is for my clothes, keep everything dry, or anything I need to keep dry. I don't have that filled up, so if I was leaving, I'd go ahead and get all my clothes in here, see if it works better in the bag. If not, I could put this underneath the bag and then secure it to the bag so I don't lose it. But another water container is an Nalgene. I'd definitely be filling that up to have more water. So that'd be adding weight. And then I got my, I'll loosen these up. I guess I can loosen them up a little bit. Loosen up the straps here. Anyways, hammock. Self-Reliance Pathfinder hammock. Love this hammock. Easy, quick setup, but an awesome hammock. I definitely wanted that in there, and it's got camouflage on it, so it's good for that. And I got 2 NREs, just to double check. Yep. I got 2 NREs in here from Nutrient Survival. Those I definitely want with me, and that would be my main food source, my meals. And then I have my GeoPress filter. So it's a water container, so I can put more water in there. So I have another water container to add on to. Plus I have the canteen that goes with it, so I can boil water using that. And then I have the pre-filter bag that goes with the water filter. Plus I have my Pathfinder pre-filter bag to pre-filter the water. So I have 2 different ways to purify water, and actually 3 different ways. I can boil water, and then I have a way to boil water for my freeze-dried food too, for Nutrient Survival. And I have a way to boil water, and I have my GeoPress, which filters tons. I can't remember exactly how much it filters on, but that filter does last for a long time as far as gallon-wise. Plus, I got the quick, easy, on-the-go. Have that attached to a plastic water bottle. The Peak Series Life Straw, and then containers to fill up water. So that's what's down here, and that's all in the middle section. This all goes in the middle section here. And like I said, I would definitely have to add in my clothes. I do have some wool socks and I think a beanie in here, but I have to add on to whatever I would need depending on the time of the year, the season. Then it has 2 pouches here on the back side, and I just got my dude wipes, hygiene. I have all my hygiene in the little 1 pouch here, and this is my hygiene kit. Now, Vision Preparedness. I don't know if you've seen his channel, but definitely go check him out. Awesome channel, great guy, and just very good content as far as YouTube goes. And I just found him through Nutrient Survival, and I've been following him and watching him. Awesome channel. But he just did a video talking about hygiene and a hygiene kit. And I told him, things I have in mind is, the Dude wipes, Epic wipes for cleaning your body. You can get the big ones to clean your whole body. Dude wipe, Epic wipes, hand sanitizer, and baking soda, and then the chafing cream and stuff like that. You definitely want to have those in your hygiene kit. And then for me, Dr. Squatch soap is also, that's what I use daily. But Dr. Squatch is an all-natural soap, and you can use it for yourself, but you can also use it for cleaning your pots and pans and stuff, and it has natural oils in it that actually helps for cooking, but you can use it also for cleaning. And then Dawn dish soap, that's another one that I definitely want to have on me. I love Dawn, and Dawn dish soap can be used for a lot of different things. But as far as in this one, like two of the big ones I have, here's the Friction Gold Bond Defense. This is for chafing, so I definitely want to have this, which I have the chafe cream here. I don't really have to have this, but for the family, for my wife and the kids, I definitely want to have this for backup for them. And just if anybody, could use this for that situation, I have it in there. I do have some deodorant. This is just the baking soda deodorant. So like the non-scented stuff, I don't want anything that you can really smell. I usually use the Dr. Squatch deodorant is what I use every day. But, out on the trail, this is all I need to stay clean, keep smelling good. And I did put some Gold Bond powder in here. That also goes with, this is for my feet. So I put this in my socks before hiking just to keep my feet, in good order and make sure everything's good. Keep your feet dry. Make sure you got extra pairs of socks. Make sure you got wool socks, and then have the Gold Bond to put in there to keep them fresh. So keep everything in, because your feet are everything. If you can't walk and the chafing, if you're hurting, you're screwed. It's not a good situation. So especially in a bug out. Toothbrush kit, toothpaste, and floss. Definitely want to have that. And I do got some towelettes in here. This is for cleaning my body if I had to, but also for using the bathroom. So those are the towelettes in there. You just put some water on them, they expand and open up. My Dr. Squatch soap, this is actually the pine tar one. This is the one that's really good for cleaning your cook set, after you get done cooking, cleaning everything down, getting everything back clean. But also, you can put this on the pan because it's all natural oils, and this is a good oil for the pan so nothing sticks to the pan. So just a small little, these are little wipes, Refresh wipes, essential face wipes that I got Nomadic a while back, but I threw these in here. Probably something I'll give to my wife. And then here's my washcloth. It's a dry fit cloth, but this is what I would use to, clean myself with and clean dishes and whatever I could use that for. I got that in there. So anyways, that's all that's in my hygiene kit for backpacking and for what I had it set up for. But at the end of the day, hygiene is very important. Vision Preparedness was talking about that because of that, how important hygiene is, and not to skimp on it or not to neglect it. Because if you get dirty, that's how you get sick. If you're not keeping up with your body and keeping clean, that's how you get sick and get germs and viruses. And you definitely want to make sure your hygiene's in order in that situation. You don't want to smell real bad because stink does carry long distances, but you also don't want to be having any scent, fruity scents or any type of scents as far as that goes. On the hygiene part, you want to make sure that you can't be smelled. You don't have any scents that are picking up, and even if you're dirty, people can pick up on that and they smell that. So, anyways, very important. Thought it was a good topic that Vision Preparedness was talking about, because I think a lot of people probably don't talk about it enough. But anyways, and I probably talked about it too much just now. Anyways, we're getting some rain out there right now, but power bank, cordage, all the cords for all my different electronics and stuff. flashlights, phone. But this is the Anker power bank. I got in a dry bag to keep everything dry. And that's what's in there. And then I got my Anker solar panel to recharge my power bank and also devices. So I do have that in there, which all that should be good. I just recharged this not too long ago, which those hold up a charge for a while, so that's good. I've had tried this out and use it. It does work. So all that's good on that end. Which this, I would take a carabiner and while I'm walking, clip this on the back to charge it. Or when I got to a campsite, lay this out in the sun and let it charge, recharge or whatever. But anyways, so that's all that's in there. And that's all that's in this kit and this setup. Like I said, I had this set up for backpacking for, 72 hours, 48 to 72 hours. I got 2 NREs in here, which are 24-hour meal kits. Highly recommend you getting those. Those are great for bug out bags, get home bags, whatever. But awesome kits to have. Has everything, all the nutrients, electrolytes, protein, calories, vitamins, nutrients, everything you need for a 24-hour period. And I have 2 of them in here. Plus, I had my MRE protein energy bar meals, protein bars, protein snacks in here and in this kit. So, enough stuff in here to get me through at least a 72-hour. I can, stretch the food out in a 72-hour process. I have my shelter. I have my trauma. I have, my first aid. That was the other thing. I've had first aid in here too. I put some small, I didn't really, for me, in this bag, wasn't too concerned about a first aid kit. For me, it's about trauma. If I got a boo-boo, got a cut, stuff like that, I can deal with that. Even if I had to take some duct tape and put some duct tape on a small cut or whatever. But for me, trauma is number one. And that's what I had it set up for. Now, as far as my family goes, they would have the boo-boo kits, for the kids, for my wife. That's what I would have that set up for as far as medical on their end. Now, in a bug-out situation, I have a big medical bag from everything from trauma, first aid, the mobility kit, which, for broken bones, sprains, all that stuff. I have a separate bag for that. So, but anyways, guys, video's gone long enough. Checking these bags, going through my kit, getting all my preps in order, getting everything set up. And I just wanted to show this. But take care, God bless, and I'll see you on the next one.